Hi, my name is Dr. Mary Oliverie, and I couldn't be happier than to be here today to talk to you about value-driven ads. I actually stumbled across them, and the ironic part is using the word stumble anytime you're talking about the three people who own the company, Keanu, Dr. Herzog, and her husband Neil, because trust me, they don't stumble on anything. Just a little bit about my background. A long time ago, I've been practicing over 20 years. When I was very young in my residency and coming out into private practice, I had so many dentists telling me, we don't market. Market selling, bad word. Please don't ever do that. Stick with the way the profession has been run for generations. You're going to treat your patients like you're your family, and if you do that, everything will take care of itself. So yes, I've been living under a rock for the last 20 years, and so I've never used anyone to market my practice. Yes, I've never had any marketing. I only personally jumped onto Facebook about 3 or 4 years ago, so clearly I did not even have a Facebook account for my practice. And I'm very well versed in what Google is. I use it personally all the time. So I happen to be on Facebook, and a podcast with Keanu and Dr. Herzog and her husband caught my eye, and the first thing that grabbed me was they weren't selling. They're just the real deal. And the best way I can describe the three of them is Keanu to me is a Doogie Howser, and if you don't know who that is, you're not old enough. That's going to show my age a little bit. Doogie Howser is just ahead of his time. He's super brilliant, motivated, has an amazing work ethic, which I'll get into in a moment, how that helped me. Dr. Herzog, she's just so brilliant and so graceful, and all of us dentists are just so blessed to have her in our dental community, that she takes her skill set and her gifts and is willing to work all the hours she works and then have this company to help the rest of us share the gifts that we have. And then there's her husband Neil, who, one thing I notice a lot in the last few years in dentistry is anytime we have something really great pop out, there's usually a spouse behind the scenes, because that person is living the blood, sweat, and tears of their spouse. They see them going into work, they know the physical grind, they know how much their spouse cares. We could have 20 patients give us the hug and kisses every single day. It's that one patient that gives us the dagger when we come home, and they know how to lift our spirits. And so Neil is so brilliant and so insightful of how to piece together what he knew his wife could offer, and then his story about how he met Keanu, and boy, the three of them teamed up are amazing. So in terms of what did this mean for me, I have a website, I've always had one. I don't have anybody running CEO for me. You kind of don't even really know that I exist, because I spent all of my time flying around the country trying to put my face in front of every dental expert that is out there, including implants. Thousands and thousands of CE hours logged in, and it wasn't that long ago a patient said to me, he was very happy with the treatment and said, "Doc, does anyone even know the things that you could do?" And it struck me a little bit, but it actually didn't even strike me enough to do anything about it. My answer was no, I don't think so. So again, I stumbled across this podcast, and it just grabbed me that they were the real deal. And so I watched this in less than 24 hours. I'm on a call with Keanu. He spent so much time to learn about me. What am I all about? What do I like to provide to my patients? What kind of practice do I have? Do I like it? Do I envision changes? It was just different. It was different. It wasn't a money grab. It wasn't somebody trying to have me spend thousands of dollars and then just, cookie cut me, throw me off to the side of the road and move on. So I'm very thankful to their team that they took me on as a client, because again, no Facebook account, no online presence, I mean zilch. So if you're doing anything out there, you're doing way more than what I'm doing. And when I had to make my first video, I think I was gonna have a heart attack. That's not something I do in my daily life. So Keanu helped work me through the scripts, and bang, people started texting my office. They started calling my office and asking to come in. So we started seeing our first patients 2 weeks ago. We stumbled a little bit, but I felt like we jumped up that learning curve because they were on the backside coaching us and helping us. We were actually closed the following week. Not ideal when you're going to launch, but it's just where I live. That's what we do in our area. We are closed for that week. We come back to the office this past week, and I work 4 days, and we close the case for $2,600, and we close the case for $16,000, and we have patients lined up coming in the next weeks. So the why and the what that I do everything are my 2 kids right here. They are my everything. I would never associate myself with anyone or any company that I couldn't be so proud to show my kids and say, hey, look what mommy does, look who she affiliates with. And yet all the blessings are sending my way. That's going to help me with my children. So I would say this, you need to reach out to Value Driven Ads. You need to become one of their clients. I promise you, best decision yet, you won't regret it.